8 o'clock. So, ito 8 o'clock. Tingnan natin kung pwede tayong matapos ng mga 1 hour. Check natin yung ating monitor. Ayan. So, nandito tayo. Ito para lang naman yung iba kasi tinitingnan kung live. Yeah, pagka nagtatanong sila kung live. Okay. So, pwede na kayo maglagay ng inyong request. Anong gusto nyong i-request na gawa natin ng charting? So, charting night tayo. Let's see kung makapag-trade din tayo kapag makakuha tayo ng magandang setup. Then, bigay tayo ng konting update sa mga nakaraan nating trade plan, no? Ayan. Katulad yata nung sa FTM. Medyo sayang yung sa FTM. Hindi ko na i-consider yung ginawa kong consideration sa previous FTM din. Parang pareho lang pero i-discuss ko kung ano yun. Si Rohit Singh. Uy, Rohit Singh, I remember you. So, he said, I can join your Patreon thing. So, why is that? So, because Rohit is from India, no? Pasensya ka na kayo kung English tayo. Since we have a foreigner watching us right now or maybe listening to us right now, maybe I'll discuss in English. So, Rohit, if you have any requests, so let me know. On your concern about Discord or even the VIP group, for the Discord, unfortunately, they are only accepting credit card for the subscription. So, maybe check with your bank about that one. But if not, you can join a VIP, or we also have a Discord equivalent of Patreon. So this one you can do a direct transfer via Binance, USDT via Binance. So if you want to join again, so check your previous card. So okay, so you're using credit card. So check with the bank, no, or the credit card, call them. Then try to check if they block or put a limitation on that one, right? As well as send me a message, no. So after this one, so I'll get back to you. Send me a message in our inbox. But anyway, so let me proceed first. Let me proceed now with our charting. So if there's a request, while there's no request yet, I can go and check our Ethereum, right? Dun sa mga naninibago, no, bakit English? So because we have our friend here, non-Filipino friend, and he only speaks or understands, he doesn't speak Filipino, so as a courtesy, so I'll discuss in English. If you have Filipino viewers naman, if you want me to discuss some of the details in Tagalog or in Filipino language, so let me know, no? Just send message or type in the comment section. So what do you want us to discuss right now? Maybe I'll go with the Discord, no? So and while I'll discussing our previous trade plan for FTM, it was actually FTM. Then write your comment or your request, no? So with this one, Ethereum, let's go and proceed with FTM. Okay. So this is what we have for FTM. As you can see, no? Most probably we have this, and this is already stop loss. So I'll discuss now what are the other things you could have done, even though we already hit stop loss, while this trade plan is still valid. Let me proceed with our trade plan, no? So we have this long trade plan, right? So posted, was it yesterday? So let me refresh this one. Yes, yes, on Facebook. Check it again and get back to me on Facebook. Okay, let's go. Well, anyway, before we start pala, so I'll just put our disclaimer here. So we are just discussing this one for educational purposes here. So take a screenshot of this one or post this if you want. Yeah, so this is all for educational purposes. So I'm just teaching you or sharing to you some of my experience about reading chart. So this is charting, chart analysis. Later, if I can find a good setup, I will trade via demo account. This one. So it's not a real money trade. It's just, we call it paper trading. Okay, so that's it. And let me remove the disclaimer. And maybe go to the trade plan. So while waiting for your request, right? So we have this. Let's see. Is that what we have? Okay, this one. So I actually made a video for this one of the analysis. One thing I forgot about this one, because as you can see, this is our entry, and during that time, this is my consideration for the entry. And of course, if it goes beyond that one, I actually gave some insight what you should do next. But if you want, you could refer to my trade plan, same trade plan, same altcoin, FTM, this one, and it's for shorting. Where is it? Yeah, I think this one. No? So same with the concept is the same. The price during the time was at this level. So we say if this is already good and valid, then there could be a good entry at this level. We have a Quasimodo set up here. That could be our entry. Then we have to be strict with our stop loss. Stop loss just above this top wick. Okay? And as I mentioned, if that fails, we have an entry 2, short entry 2 at a higher price level. Because we consider that there could be another attempt of bullish breakout before moving down, which is what actually happened. So that's why here you can see this is a much higher entry compared to this one, and our stop loss is higher than this high, this last high. And with this one, I just put here, set up here our stop loss. We don't really have a very good guide where to set our stop loss. I just put it just a little bit above of the previous blue line, previous stop wick. But you could always apply our entry confirmation strategy. Okay, so let's go back to FTM if you want. So during that time, the price was at this level, and I said our entry could be at this one. If that will fail, right, then you could have implemented this one. We could have another breakout, bullish breakout. Once it performs a breakout, then look for sign of weakness. The sign of weakness is our entry confirmation strategy, which I actually discussed. This one, right? So during that time, the pattern that we have was something like this. Let me see. Maybe it's like this. This one, and this one. Then, okay, this could be this pattern could be completed. Let's go back. So this is similar, right? Although this is in a 15-minute time frame, but yeah, right? Then I said that if this will fail, then look, because there could be another attempt for, there could be an attempt for a breakout of this high, as mentioned here in the instruction. Take note that there could be one more attempt, bullish breakout attempt before moving down. So that's why, although we have this pattern, but we have to consider that it could move up higher than this. Then look for our entry confirmation. And actually, I mentioned this, that this is our entry confirmation. If I'm going to put this into 15-minute time frame or lower time frame, you will see our entry confirmation was shown here, and actually as early as this one. So breakout, then breakout. As you can see, there were multiple breakout here after breaking out this level. No entry confirmation here, no entry confirmation here. But the entry confirmation, you can see, this is actually a breakout, top wick, and then top wick. This is the last swing highs, swing low. There's a change of character here, at it makes change of character here. It left a fair value gap, right? And right after that one, it mitigated this partially the fair value gap after moving down here. So this is could be our first entry. Then you could have your partial TP somewhere here. If don't, you could adjust your stop loss to break even, because there's still a huge gap here that could be fully mitigated before moving down, as well as mitigating this order block, which actually what happened here before the market moved down, right? So, and we have this mitigation block here. So this is our entry confirmation even at the lower time frame, 5-minute time frame. You can see it here, right? So the good thing here, in the lower time frame, we only have this. We have our order block at this level. We have our mitigation block around this level. So you really don't have to put your stop loss above this one, because there's nothing here above that one. That's why, as you can see, the market only managed to move up to this level to fully mitigate this breaker block, as well as the remainder of this fair value gap, as well as this mitigation block. Then the market moved down after that one. Let's change this to 15-minute time frame. So although we hit our stop loss here, because as I mentioned, during that time, this blue line is actually a top wick, daily top wick, from the further left, All right, that's so as I mentioned, I just put my stop loss just above this one, but I really don't have an idea the extent of this one. So it's up to you to implement our entry confirmation, because I think our entry was as early as at this level to mitigate these rejection blocks or these top wicks. Then I set my stop loss just above this one. So if you just set your limit entry, right, without observing, that's okay. So you will lose one. Then you can continue to monitor and observe, try to apply this entry confirmation, right? That you could have similar entry level but lower stop loss. All right, so we hit our stop loss here, right? But you could have avoided that if you execute our entry confirmation, and that was actually discussed in the video, So there's a video for this one that was discussed. That the date was at February 3. So similar approach could have done to this one, but unfortunately, I forgot to mention too. But hopefully you already know, because this was discussed several times. Right? Could have done this same approach. The price could continue to make a breakout, right? Bullish breakout before moving down. For this one, okay, this is our entry. The price could still continue to create a bearish breakout, 1, 2, still continue, just like this one. But look for an entry confirmation, right? You could have looked for an entry confirmation, and what actually happened, the price moved down around this level. Then an entry confirmation was given few hours after. So let's see. So this is 15-minute time frame. Let's go here, 15-minute time frame. Let's go to the actual chart. All right. So I can delete this now. I can delete this now. And of course, the actual pattern, instead of this one of a crab pattern, is a shark pattern. So we have this at around this level. This one would be moved around this level. Then we have this one. So the lowest price, I think, was at this level. So what we have here is a shark pattern. But as I mentioned, pattern is just secondary, right? Pattern is just secondary. What's important is we understand the market movement. Okay, one of the reasons why I also have this one is that there are lots of liquidities here, fair value gap here, liquidities here. That's why even with our uh, original trade plan or pattern, I have the completion or the down move around this level, very similar, right? Because understanding the structure, so it will give you guide, no, or guidance, how you could trade properly, right? Now, I think I can remove this now. So this was as early as Friday last week, no? Friday last week. So I mentioned that this could be deep here. So Friday last week, February 3 was Friday, yes. I said this short could be deep, but take note that there could be a bullish attempt, no, before moving down. So it actually happened. So final TP was at 51 something. I think we only got 52, but we are near that one. So as you can see, 51 something, here 52. Then the final was at 52.45. All right. Now, I can delete this now. So let me know if we have okay lang ba mag-Tagalog or English? Right? Pasensya na kasi so if there's a request for Tagalog, then maybe I'll repeat some, and discuss in Tagalog. But for now, I'll discuss in English. But after that, this one, I think Rohit, I can speak na in Tagalog, no, to accommodate yung ating mga Filipino viewers. Okay, so this is our ongoing trade plan. Alright, as you can see, this is the original pattern, and similar to the one I discussed. This is a shark pattern, no? Shark pattern. At the time of the screenshot, I think our price was at this level. Yan, at that level. Let's try to check. Yeah, that's okay. It moved up then at this point. So let's go back. So it moved up. Okay. So the price was at this level. So I mentioned that there could be a mitigation of these gaps as well as the rejection block, and the market could move down, right? But I forgot to mention that since we really don't have any idea of how low this could go, then if the price moved down below this level, we can still look for an entry confirmation. My basis for this one, if I may, so I'll go back to 1-day time frame. Why I said that this is a long opportunity. Of course, this is a short opportunity, up at least down to this level or down to this. But since my bias during the time is that the market could reverse as early as this one, so there's really not much profit, no, between this from here to this one. Have I known that it's really going to move down to this level, then we could have made a short trade. But the safer one is for a long trade, right? Because it could go as high as this level, because it could mitigate all of this. It actually mitigated all of this already, but right, it could perform. I could do some liquidities here, could make some liquidities here, and use all those profit of the market maker to close all its open position during the down move. As you can see, there's a big gap here. Not gap, but an imbalance at this level. So let me go now to 1-day time frame, no? My basis for 1-day time frame. So at the 1-day time frame, as you can see here, let me remove this. Yes. Okay. At the daily time frame, okay, we already have this one. Okay, so it already mitigated this level, so that's good. The price is already moving down. There's a gap in this level, so I'm not really looking for the market or the price to move higher than this one, at least momentarily, at least in my trade plan. My analysis is that the price already moved down, and this could be enough already, right? Then it could move up at least to mitigate this one, and on a lower time frame, could be at least up to this level or even up to this level. Why is that? I mentioned in my analysis na there's a gap here, right? So if I may remove this one more, this one, right? During this time, okay, the price moved down and mitigate or balance this imbalance, rebalance this imbalance here or the fair value gap. All right, it already happened, and on the second day, what I noticed, and this is already this already happened before the analysis. One more, okay, the price moved down and mitigated this bottom wick. So with that, right? So it is prime now, I think, for the market to move up at least to this level. So we have up TP1, TP2, and even TP3 at this level. No? So it already moved down to this level. So it can reverse anytime. Alright? It may attempt to move down one more, and that's where our entry confirmation strategy comes in. Right? Because the market could move down further down to mitigate all of this bottom wick. Then that will be too much if we'll just set our limit order. What's important is once it moves down or even move lower than this current one, we have to observe market showing for the market to show signs of strength and apply our strategy, entry confirmation strategy. Let me move this a little. All right. Okay. Then if we, okay, so this is already it. Let me go back again. Now let's go back to 4-hour time. Let's convert into 4-hour time frame. So as you can see here, in the 4-hour time frame, there's already a full mitigation of this fair value gap here. So the market could really reverse anytime. We now have to look for a sign of strength and execute our entry confirmation strategy. Of course, the market could still continue to move down to this level, right? But not really bias, but if it moves down to that level, it's okay. But we don't just set our entry order here, but look for a sign of strength first. Move now to 1-hour time frame. So this is what we have in 1-hour time frame. And let's go to 15-minute time frame. Right? And during the analysis, it was at this level, I think. Now, right? So with this one, I mentioned that the market will not only move to this level, it could be further down because of the equal lows in this level. And I think there's one more equal lows lower than that, maybe in the 5-minute time frame. We have equal lows here, we have equal lows here. So I said we can have our entry as early as this one, then we will have our stop loss at this level. Alright, then if we hit our stop loss, then that's okay. Let the market move. Let the market move as low as it wants to, but we have to check for sign of weakness, sign of strength, no, before we set our entry. So what happened? So play. Alright, so at this point, we already hit our entry level at this point, but I considered my stop loss to be even at this level because there could be a chance that the market could still move down and mitigate at least this bottom wick. Then I'll have my stop loss here or even a little lower. And I really have to follow my stop loss, right? Because after that one, I will be at loss because this is a big, we still have a big bottom wick here that the market could move down and even lower. So once we hit our stop loss, then that's it. Then after that one, we just have to observe and look for sign of strength because of the things I mentioned on a daily time frame. There's already a mitigation of fair value gap. There's already a mitigation of bottom wick on a daily time frame. We just don't know how low it could go, right, before moving up. So it could go a bit lower than this one, or even lower than this one. Just like the previous one, right? Here, we could have our entry somewhere here, then stop loss somewhere here, right? If you set your entry somewhere here, then just randomly set your stop loss just below here. So look what happened, right? So that's very risky. So what we could do is look, once we hit our stop loss, then look for a sign of strength once it moves down, because as I mentioned, in the daily time frame, I think that it already did what it wants to do, no? It already moved down to mitigate both the fair value gap as well as the bottom wick or the rejection block. One more. Actually, it made a reaction, no? So, right? So maybe the market said, okay, you know what we're doing, huh? You want to have an entry just below this one, right? And below of this level. So it moved up after touching our entry level. But actually what it did is it moved up to the fair value gap in this level before moving down. So at this point, if you entered here, you're already realizing a positive profit, right? Then that's the time you could have adjusted your even if you will not execute a partial trade, partial TP or exit or take your profit, you could have at least adjusted to the break even. But if not, then take the loss, no? That's part of trading. Let's take the loss. Then play. Okay, so with this one, the market is very strong, move very strong downwards, and there's no entry confirmation. There's no any entry confirmation, as you can see here, as it approaches our stop loss. Then there's no need for you to set your entry here, set your entry here, set your entry here. Look, we have a low, low, higher low, then higher low, then low. What we would like to see, right, just in case everything is still valid, is to make a change of character or breakout of this one, right? Then move down. Not this one. But anyway, no, you already know that as a member or subscriber of our group. Okay, then, right, we hit our stop loss. Then that's it, no? So hit a stop loss, then we stop. Look for an entry confirmation. No entry confirmation here, no entry confirmation there. Right? As you can see, we have a breakout here or a change of character here, but we don't have a fair value gap. Right? So, not just because we have a new high caused by this one, you will immediately enter here. We don't have a gap at this level. Right? So, there's no entry. Now the market is lower than this previous low. Then let's try to check if we will find another entry. Okay, so you can see here, we have low, then lower low, but we don't have a swing high here. Maybe if we can move this into even lower time frame, no, there's no swing high here. No, unfortunately, there's no swing high here. This is not. This is an intermediate swing high. I really don't use that one, right? But if you're going to use that one, then you have this. Then that could be your entry, but that's too risky. Not yet for me, right? Just continue. So as you can see, no, it continued to move down and continue to create a lower low. So we have a lower low, right? Now that this is not really a good swing high, but you. Right? So this is now your lower low, then lower high, swing high, lower low, right? You have in between, then look for the market to move up, higher than this one, and look for a fair value gap here, then that could be our entry. Let's see. Alright, so it already moved up, but we don't have a fair value gap, so even if it moves down, here, there's no entry. But actually, there's already a gap here that has been partially mitigated and not yet fully mitigated, then that could be our entry. No? So, market could still move further up. Right? Then, we have this one. Entry. Then, stop loss. Here, if you have a very good risk-to-reward ratio, you can have your stop loss at this level. Yeah. But I will be still looking for a better, a clearer, a fair value gap, because at the 5-minute time frame, let's see, I think there's nothing here. Okay, we have something here at the 5-minute time frame, no? So it's much clearer in the 5-minute time frame. So we don't know, market could still move up. This is level, mitigate this one, then move down to mitigate this one, then move up. Then this is our entry, then this is our stop loss, or could even this as our stop loss. Then we have our TP at the completion of this one. So this is 1:19 risk to reward ratio. Right? Then we will have our stop loss 1 here, TP1 here, TP2 here, or something like that. So this is our actual trade plan, no? So we hit our stop loss here, right? But the bias is still valid, right? Then you just have to look for your entry confirmation. Play. So as I mentioned, market could continue to move up. Then look for another entry confirmation, another fair value gap here. Then this could be now another entry here, right? So we would like to still consider this one. So we will have this. So at this point, we only have 1:9.1 risk to reward ratio. This is a little bit lower. Let's see if we have relative equal lows here. Yeah, we do have. Yeah. Because if we have relative equal lows here, then most likely the market could move down to this level. All right. Right, I think that's it now. So yun. So unfortunately, we didn't hit this one. I put it here at the relative equal lows at this one. So market was only interested to mitigate this one. All right. So it's up to you if you want, diba? You could have adjusted just at the fair value gap this level, but I still would like to consider the mitigation around this level, and you could have your stop loss here or still around this level. Right? Then that's actually what happened, no? If we will move this now to 15-minute time frame. So we didn't complete the pattern, but it makes sense, no? If the market will reverse, that's okay. That's why we have a TP1, TP2, because as I mentioned, the market made a liquidity here. Then after that one, it grabbed all those liquidity. After that one, it made lots of liquidity here, no? Stop loss here, here. Then created a wipe off at this level, right? Even a spring at this level. Then got all those liquidity, and as I mentioned, once the market gets all this liquidity, the market will use it for something. There's a purpose, there's a use why the market always takes the stop loss, and it is to close the open positions like this one. All right. Now another liquidity here, so most likely market could still move up, right, to further close and mitigate its position here, and even get these liquidities above this one. But for now, this is our concern. Okay, so pwede na magtagalog siguro, no? Ayan, alright. Nasa ba yung cellphone ko, no? May mga message dito, yung mga ganito. Yung mga ganito, paki-ignore lang ha, hindi po ako yan ha. Yan, so pa-check na lang yung mga may request. May request ang Matic. Sabi ni Nikki, gandang gabi daw, sabi niya. So, sige, pwede natin silipin si Matic. Oh, yan na. Alright. Okay, so, although, di ba, we hit our stop loss, right? But the bias is still valid, right? Our stop loss was as early as this one. Just imagine, no? If we have our entry here, just to mitigate all of this, as well as this one, then set our stop loss just below this level, no? We could have lost a lot, no? Hindi mo po pwedeng adjust lang natin ng malalim dahil, di ba, para lang hindi abutan. Hindi naman natin malalaman. Kasi po pwedeng lumalim talaga ng gusto yan at hindi mag-bullish, talaga mag-bearish sa market, mauubos tayo. Di ba? That's why, di ba, we lose small lang. We lose small but we win big. Alright, so there's a request for Matic. Let's see, no? 35 minutes, so I still have around 25 minutes. Mga 1 hour lang tayo. Sige, lagay lang kayo, request kayo. Even sa, ano, tawag dito? Instagram. PSE, baka may request kayo sa PSE na gusto nyong ipasilip, di ba? Yung chart. At sumusunod kayo, di ba? Sinusubaybayan ninyo yan. Silipin natin, pwede natin gawin yun. So for now, pwede tayo sumilip kay Matic. Kay Matic, nag-ano na siya, no? Nag-bullish na yata ito. Ayun, nag-bullish na si Matic. Nagtuloy-tuloy yung pagiging bullish niya. So ganun lang, no? So hindi talaga pare-pareho yung galaw ng mga coins, di ba? Siyempre, merong ibang sumasabay sa Bitcoin, may ibang iba naman ang galaw. So, punta tayo sa 1-day time frame. Let's go, Matic. Okay, 1-day time frame. During that time, nandito, ang pinakamataas, meron na ng mitigation dito. Okay, tapos, nagpakita pa rin ng strength. Ingat lang tayo kasi ang daming liquidities dito. Napaka-parabolic. Although ito, katulad dito, napaka-parabolic talaga. Biglang baba lang. Tapos, di ba? Yun lang kaganda, napaka-parabolic. Possible bumaba, pero yung parabolic na ganyan, di ba? Parang early sign yan na mukhang pwedeng dumiretso ngayon ganyan yung market. Which is, di ba? Although relatively parabolic pa rin talaga siya sa daily time frame. Pero, di ba? Inunti-unti niya pa rin naman kahit papaano. Akyat, di ba? Consolidate. Akyat, consolidate, akyat, consolidate. So, napuntahan niya na yung una niyang pinakita dito. Alright. Tapos, sisilipin natin, most likely, no? Hanggang saan lang to bago bumaliktad or, di ba, hanggang saan to bago magkaroon lang ng bounce at magpapatuloy yung pagiging bullish niya. So, bullish siya, actually, mula lang dito. Nag-bullish siya dito, then nag-consolidate, then umakyat, bumaba dito, no? So, check lang natin, meron na ba tayong bullish siya ba ang market natin? Ayun, no? So, dito bullish ang market natin, no? Kasi mula nung nagpakita ng high, tapos ito yung previous low, tapos nagkaroon na ng lower than doon, 'di ba? So, puro breakout na to. Nagkaroon na ng change of character dito. Sa daily time frame, ito yung change of character natin. 'Di ba? Then, nag-consolidate na malaki, then spike, then consolidate na naman, then move up. Alright? So, ano bang ani natin kay Matic? Alright? So, meron pa tayong relative equal high here na pwede niya maging target. Alright? Dito. So, possible niya pa rin abutin yan. Sa current level is 1. Halos, wala. Silip tayo sa weekly. So, baka may mga butas tayo makita sa weekly. Ayun. So, nakuha niya na to. So, that's good na. Nandiyan dyan na mismo. Meron pa tayong butas dito. Yun nga. So, I think consistent yun sa nakita natin kanina. And kung gagamitin natin ito as our breaker block, bitin pa siya ng konti. So, pwede pa siya makyat. Yan. So, bitin lang ng konti. Ayun. Bitin lang ng konti siya dun sa breaker block natin. Diyan. Tapos, ano pa nga meron tayo dito? Sakali. Ay, hello, Tiklin. Dahil lang ha. Time out, time out. Adjust ka na pala. Hello. Oh. And, ano lang I'm not sure kasi mayroon tayong visitor, meron tayong balikbayan na pinsan ko dumating. So, pasensya na, ikakat ko na muna to. Pasensya na sa request, baka balikan na lang kita, Nikki. Kasi maingay na rin asa namin. Okay, next time na lang ulit, pasensya na.